What is going on, Arizona sports fan family? We're back at it again with another video, live edition. How are we doing today on this Tuesday where we are 24 hours from, well, I guess not completely 24 hours, but Reaction Tuesday happens today when we all had a good night's sleep and we all can really kind of put our thinking caps on and really start thinking about what the heck we just saw on Monday, and also start looking forward in terms of what do the Arizona Cardinals need to do from here on out. That's what we're going to dive into today, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot of different topics coming your way. Let's roll the intro. What is going on, Arizona sports fan family? How are we doing out here today on this beautiful Tuesday evening? Well, we're here to talk some Arizona Cardinals, the updates, the 24 hours removed from the Monday night debacle that we ended up seeing in prime time. We're going to dive into all of that today. I want to hear from your guys' opinion from the Red Sea out here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a very, very good show today. Big shout out to everybody that's currently in the chat right now. We can't start a live stream with the few great people that are always on the lives. We got my guy Lennon Wolf. We got my guy Jordan P up in the house. What's up, everybody? Appreciate everybody for coming through. Honestly, being that we're 10-3 right now, it's not so bad. Obviously, coming off a loss on Monday Night Football when the lights were the brightest, and the Arizona Cardinals not coming up with a W, obviously hurt. Obviously hurt as an Arizona Cardinal fan. And of course, with all that ugliness that comes along with that game, we have a lot of Rams fans obviously puffing out their chest, very, very exciting, saying things like they own us, saying a lot of different stuff like hey, this is typical Cardinals, or so typical old Arizona Cardinals. But what do we expect, right? What do we expect when the Arizona Cardinals had everything pretty much fall in their favor? Obviously, Jalen Ramsey wasn't playing. Tyler Higbee didn't play. And we squandered an opportunity. Almost kind of the same thing what we saw with the Green Bay Packers. Although we all wanted a W, we wanted to go to 11-2 and clinch a playoff spot and just be that much further away to run away with the NFC West. But now we just made it that much more difficult for ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get started here. I know everybody is here to talk some Arizona Cardinals. Let's get started. Before we do anything, definitely do me a huge favor. If you're just getting in here right now, smack that like button. We got 33 people in here right now. I want to see 33 likes on this video. It helps with the channel grow out tremendously. So appreciate you guys for doing it. Let's go ahead and rock and roll and just smack that like button. Now let's dive into the biggest news today, the biggest update for the Arizona Cardinals, and it is this. If you guys are living under a rock, ladies and gentlemen, Cliff Kingsbury came out today and said that both Deandre Hopkins and James Conner went through MRIs today. Deandre Hopkins with the leg injury and James Conner with an ankle injury. Now, last night, when the post game was happening, we didn't hear anything from Deandre Hopkins, but we did hear something from James Conner. James Conner made it seem like everything was fine, everything was gravy. But we've heard this before, right? We've heard this from Kyler Murray that everything's okay, and then he ended up missing 3 to 4 weeks. So we can't really take too much to what a lot of these players have to say. The unfortunate news came out today, and Deandre Hopkins went through MRI today for a leg injury. James Conner went through an MRI today with an ankle injury. Wow. This is huge. This is absolutely huge news. Now, obviously, MRIs come through with precaution. We don't know exactly what is going on, in their bodies. I'm hoping that's nothing too serious. I can't imagine not having James Conner, in my personal opinion. James Conner last night was absolutely amazing, everybody. If you guys didn't catch a glimpse, let's say, for example, you live in a world where you're a Cardinals fan, but you didn't catch yesterday's game. James Conner is a different freaking beast. Let me tell you this right now. I can't imagine not having his production on the next game. Now, granted, we're playing the Lions, but I'm not going to sleep on any team anymore, ladies and gentlemen. James Conner made a freakish one-handed catch, and this guy was everywhere. The rushing game wasn't too spectacular because the Rams did a very good job in holding that down. But James Conner is an absolute freaking beast, and this was probably one of the highlights of the entirety of the game. The one-handed catch, it was a thing of beauty. Now, if you don't know, Deandre Hopkins also went down. Let me go ahead and take off this banner here real quick just so you can see. Deandre Hopkins, and it happened in this play here when it was 1 minute left in the fourth quarter. Kyler Murray throws it couldn't be a fade route, but basically heaves one into the end zone. It was double coverage, and it seemed like these two players landed on the legs of Deandre Hopkins. And the worst news that could possibly come out today is that Deandre Hopkins is going through an MRI along with James Conner. Now, I don't want any of our people to get hurt. I want everybody to be full force, right? 110% all the way through. This worries me. This worries me, ladies and gentlemen. DeAndre Hopkins already missed several games. James Conner has been as reliable as any player that we've gotten on a one-year deal. When we didn't think James Conner was going to be as good as he was, he has given us the production that I had never seen coming. James Conner was the MVP on the offense last night for us. He was. DeAndre Hopkins did some pretty good stuff as well. But I just don't think the game plan allowed it for him to really exceed on these, cornerbacks that were out there that weren't Jalen Ramsey. Now, as of right now, I'm not going to freak out too much. We don't know the details as of right now. Are they going to be out for, a lot longer? We don't 100% know. But I'm going to be following the story very, very closely. And I'm hoping that this is going to be more of a precautionary reasons because we can definitely use them down the stretch. Now, I can see a world where we probably do not use them in the Lions game. Maybe DeAndre Hopkins. I can see a world where that happens because obviously the way the Arizona Cardinals organization is working is they want to play it safe. And I don't blame them. We're going on a playoff run. Regardless of what happened yesterday, we're still a 10-3 team. Unless an unforeseen meltdown happens and we go 0-4 in the rest of the season, I still do think we're a playoff team. Now, can we be a number one seed playoff team? That's remain to be seen. We got the Green Bay Packers and we got the Tampa Bay Bucks ahead of us. And we got 4 games left. Lions, Colts, Cowboys, and Seahawks. We got to see what happens here. But once I get the news, ladies and gentlemen, I will definitely be bringing it to you here. Obviously, thoughts and prayers to both of these players because they are absolutely huge, and we can definitely use them out on the field. Big shout out to my guy, Sam Johnson, with the first super chat of the night. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much for the contribution. He says, if they're out, maybe it's our focus to detail. Maybe it's ups our focus to oh yeah, I get you. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Probably. Maybe it ups our focus to details. Yeah, I think you might be right. The Arizona Cardinals might have been riding a high. They might have been riding high. They're like, oh, we beat the Rams. And that's something where you do not want this Arizona Cardinal team to be, because we've seen what we look like in prime time, and whatever it is, we got to fix whatever the heck is happening. We got to. Now, that leads me to my next topic here. Why are we so bad at home? I think this is a topic here that I want to get your guys' opinion on this. I don't quite get why this Arizona Cardinal team is playing down to when we have the Red Sea out here and giving them full frontal support. The Monday Night Football game, the people out there, they were into this game as much as you could possibly be into this game. Now, I get all the critique that happens out there. The Arizona Cardinals doesn't have a big, strong fan base. The Arizona Cardinals or the Arizona, state has a lot of transplant people on here. We can't pull the support that, the Steelers pull, the Green Bay Packers pull, all of these other people pull. I've heard it all. But the grand scheme of things here, they're professionals. Regardless of they're not liking the way that the fans are not cheering loud enough, we shouldn't be this bad at home. The Arizona Cardinals currently right now lost 3 games. Obviously, we're a 10-3 team, right? First game to the Packers, lost 24-21. Next game, Panthers lost. Now, that was probably one of the ugliest games we've seen. Granted, it wasn't Kyler Murray, so we're not going to talk about it too much, but we lost on that one too, 34-10. And then the latest game here against the Rams, 30-23. All at home. What exactly is going on? Now, obviously, if you guys listen to, the radio station that's going on in, in Arizona, they have some good stuff on there. And I think it was Paul Calvisi talked about today because he is the sideline reporter. So he sees things out there that we don't really see very often. And he said that he can see why maybe they come out more ferociousness in a way, when they're playing away as opposed to home. Because maybe they like the fuel to the fire, just to see the fan base turn against their team. Whatever the situation is, we need to fix it. We need to fix it. Our whole 1 seed, 1-0 mentality was working at the beginning of the season. Now, granted, what are we, 3-3 in the last 6 games? We need to get it fixed. Whatever it is, or whatever deep down is going on in these home games, we need to get it fixed. The last 6 games, we won 3 out of 3. We have 4 games left. I don't know what it is. Cliff Kingsbury doesn't know what it is. He even said it himself. You asked me this before, and if I knew the answer, I would have fixed it. That's scary to me. I don't like my head coach saying things like that. I don't like that at all. But whatever it is, if it's not the energy, we need to do something to get it fixed. We got 2 more games at home. With the 4 games left, 2 games away, 2 games at home. The 2 games we have at home is going to be the Colts game, which is a little worrisome to me. I'm not going to lie to you. And then the Seahawks, which the Seahawks always have our number. And then the away games, the Cowboys, and then we got the Lions. I know we have a lot of fans saying, oh, it's the Lions. Huh. I think we'll be fine. That'll be our get-right game. It better be our get-right game. That's all I got to say to that. I don't know what's going on and why we're so bad at home. I don't understand it. But Kyler Murray plays really bad in these last 3 losses. I think there was a stat out there saying that Kyler Murray, threw 5 interceptions? Let me see what he had in the Green Bay Packers game. I'm sorry, 4 interceptions. In the last 2 primetime games for Kyler Murray, he threw 4 interceptions total. 2 and 2. And he didn't score any touchdowns on any of those 2 games. We can't really give him flack on, what was the game? The Panthers game? That's not really his fault. That was Colt McCoy. We need to fix it. We need to fix what the heck is going on. There shouldn't be an excuse here. There really shouldn't be. When we see at-home games, we should be happy. We should be like, oh, wow, we can wake up on our own bed. We're going to come out here and put a licking on this team that's going to be trying to take over our stadium. That's the approach that should be happening, and we're not seeing it. So something needs to be fixed. Something needs to be fixed. Why are we so bad at home? I wish I can give you the answer. All I can say is sloppy play, not attention to detail, their head is not in the game. And I can only really go based off what an eye test I have here. I don't know the players. I'm not paid to be a coach. If I were to pinpoint one thing that happened last game as to why we didn't win last game, obviously the Kyler Murray, 2 interceptions, the 2 turnover on downs, that didn't help out. But I think our defense completely just folded. The pressure on Matthew Stafford compared to what the pressure was on Kyler Murray was absolutely ridiculous. I think Aaron Donald had 15 plus pressures on Kyler Murray. And as a whole team for the Arizona Cardinals, weren't we sub 10? If not maybe 11? It's unacceptable. It's absolutely unacceptable. The Lions are our next team. But I'm not going to come out here and say, oh, this is going to be our get-right game. We got to prove it. Got to prove it. So let's take it to the comments here. Let's see what you guys have to say. I'm obviously looking for maybe some answers that Cliff Kingsbury doesn't have. I don't feel confident in him saying, I don't know. If I were to know, I would have fixed it by now. That doesn't leave me very much hope. Let's take it to the questions here, to the comments, and let's see what you guys have to say. Jacob, it's not a coach issue. Okay. That's fair. I don't believe it's all the way a coach issue either. I don't think it's all the way a coach issue either. They're going to get blamed, but I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. But these players have to hold themselves accountable and really come out here. We saw a very sloppy game. We saw Deandre Hopkins drop a ball. He doesn't drop balls. It's crazy. So crazy. Sam, what's up, Sam? He says, O-line was bad for us too. Yeah. Swiss cheese. Our offensive line was bad. Horrendous. Now, granted, we didn't have Justin Pugh in there. I can only hope, I can only pray that when Justin Pugh comes back, we're going to be keeping Kyler Murray upright. Kyler Murray didn't have a good game, but his offensive line didn't help him at all. They did not help him at all. Let's see what my guy Thomas has to say. What's up, Thomas? He says, Cardinals are way too comfortable at home. They aren't playing like it's a real game out there, and they need to pull it together and play every quarter like it's the fourth. You're right. 100%. If we could somehow get in the ears, I love how the social media team, they love to show us what happens during the wins, right? We got Cliff Kingsbury really excited. You see Steve Keim, you see Michael Bidwell right there. They're giving away game balls. They're very happy. They're congratulating each other. Show me what it looks like after a loss in there. That's what I want to see as a fan. I want to see what is being told to these players when things don't go the right way. That's what I want to see. I don't know about you guys, but that's what I want to see. You show me the good. You bring me into the locker room. I love it. I love the energy. People are passionate. People are excited. People are giving each other pats on the back. But show me what it really looks like when they're facing adversity. Because there was a moment. Now, granted, when the camera view looks over at our bench, I get it. It's like a 5-second to 10-second thing. We don't see what the bench looks like all the time. I'm right there with you. So I can only kind of really judge on what I've seen in those 5 to 10 seconds when the camera pans over to the Arizona Cardinals bench. I seen Budda Baker sit like this. I seen Marco Wilson be pissed the heck off because he allowed a touchdown. Now, I love the passion. I love the fire that Marco Wilson brought. Keep that up, young man. But we need to have a short memory because when we get back on the field, we need to turn it around. I love the passion, but do something about it. I want to see what it looks like in a locker room where things don't go our way. That's what I want to see. Show me that. Let's keep on reading into the comments before we switch subjects here. We got my guy Tony. What's up, Tony? The offense should have switched up the play calling, and the offensive line needs to get it together. The defense needs to come out with more intensity and fire. Honestly, it must have been a very bad day for any depth that we had in the offensive line if we were constantly putting Sean or I forgot his first name, but Harlow out there. If we were riding with Harlow this entire game, our offensive depth must be absolute poo. Because he was getting pushed around badly. And even when he got support by Rodney Hudson, this man was breaking through barriers like he was the incredible freaking Hulk. We couldn't stop Donald at all. This is bad. I can't wait for J.J. Watt to come back, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait. I want to have the guy that's going to be able to pump up that freaking defense whenever things aren't going their way. Go over there, give them pats on back if that's what they need. Tell them, we got this. We're going to turn this around. Get your head in the game. I love Budda Baker. I do. One of my favorite players on the defense. But the moment we're seeing him sit like this, looking into the abyss, where is the leadership on this defense? And I'm not even going to mention Chandler Jones. Chandler Jones, he's been playing for a contract all this year. It's all fun and games. He's padding, Steve Keim's pockets. It's all fun and games. You need to produce. I'm worried that we might not sign Chandler Jones back, but I don't blame the Cardinals if they don't decide to bring him back. Now, I'm kicking myself in the butt for allowing Hassan Reddick to walk away to go to the Panthers. I'm kicking myself on the butt for not standing on top of a chair and saying, we need to sign Hassan Reddick. This man was put on a position where he should have not been in a middle linebacker. He should have, the moment he came out of Temple, he should have been an outside linebacker. That's on us. That's on the coaching staff. We preach, we got to beat these players in a position to succeed. That's on us. We failed Hassan Reddick. Chandler Jones, he's got 4 games left. On paper, what, does he have 11 sacks? I think 11, 10 sacks. He'll get paid. Maybe not by the Cardinals. And that frustrates me. That frustrates me. Because I would want him to be as an Arizona Cardinal fan or an Arizona Cardinal team, mate. I would have loved him to be, retire as a Cardinal. I would have. It just doesn't look like it's going to go that way. It really, really doesn't. Let's take one more comment here, and then we'll kind of go from there. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, there's 53 people in here right now. One of me. So I apologize if I didn't get to your comment. I apologize. So let's get to this next comment here real quick. Anthony, what's up, Anthony? He says, was not happy that Kyler wasn't bothered about the performance they had yesterday. How could you not be bothered when you are playing like that? Need some motivation. Now, we can look that press conference one or two ways. One or two ways we could look at that press conference. One, I know that there's some people that might look at that press conference and say Kyler Murray's too lax. There was a smile. There was a smirk. I don't like the way he answered it. And then you look on the other side of the coin where we have other fans saying, man, look at the professionalism on that young man. That guy is holding his head up high. He doesn't allow anything to bother him. He's got a short memory. I like the maturity that Kyler Murray has brought to the Arizona Cardinals. You could look at that out of one or two ways. Me? I don't quite know. I'm stuck in the middle. I'm not quite sure exactly how I feel about it. That's why I don't like reading too much into these press, post games, because a lot of times they're really super politically correct. I don't hang on these players every word because a lot of times they lie through their teeth. And that's not even to mention Cliff Kingsbury. This guy lies all the time. But I see why they do it. To not give the competitive advantage to the other team they're playing next week. So I see where you're coming from. I definitely see where you're coming from. But the question still is, why are we so bad at home? And are we going to be able to fix it? Because 2 games here at home, I'm a little worried. With 4 games left, I'm only hoping that we're going to win 3 out of the 4 games. At least 3 out of the 4 games, I'm only hoping that we're going to be able to win. Because I want a chance of beating this NFC West. And if we can secure at least 3 wins, I think the Rams would not be able to go like 4-0. I feel strong about that. We need to take care of business. So let's move on to the next topic here, ladies and gentlemen. I want to go ahead and see how you guys feel about the Arizona Cardinals now. Let's see how you guys feel about the Arizona Cardinals now. Now, I went ahead and posted a post or a poll, whatever you want to call it. And what do you think the Arizona Cardinals, record is going to be? What are the Arizona Cardinals' record going to be by the time this season is over? Now, I went ahead and put multiple different options. I think I got like 4 different options for you guys to choose out of. So if you guys participated in the poll, I appreciate you. I ended up taking this screenshot here probably about 20 minutes before we started this live stream. And this is what the poll says. How confident in the Arizona Cardinals are you now after 2 primetime games being lost at home? How will we finish? Now, if you didn't participate in this, I highly recommend you do that. It is going to be part of my community post. Go ahead and check it out. Make sure you cast your vote. But these are the options that we have here. Right now, we're a 10-3 team. We have 52% of people or subscribers saying that we're going to be a 13-4 team. We have 18% saying we're going to be a 12-5 team. So that means we're going to lose 2 more games. So that means we're going to go 2-2. We have 25% saying we're going to go 14-3. We're going to sweep the last 4 games. And sorry, I smirked because we have 2 home games. And then we have the bottom one, which means we're going to lose 3 out of the 4 games. That's 11-6. 5% say that. What do you think this Arizona Cardinal team is going to do? What is your confidence level in this Arizona Cardinal team right now? Playoffs? Super Bowl? Or are you a fan that just likes to watch but doesn't get really heavily invested because you support everything the Cardinals do? Any which way, you don't think they do any harm? Let me know in the comments below right now. What do you think the Cardinals are going to land? And what is your confidence level in this Arizona Cardinal team moving forward? You could even tell me, hey, I'm just a fan. I don't get mad. I just like to watch. That's cool. Put it on the comments below. That's fine. You think we're still Super Bowl bound? You think we're playoff bound? Wild card bound? You think we're NFC West champions bound? What do you think this Arizona Cardinal team is? Let's read to the comments and let's see what you guys have to say. What's up, Nick? He says 12-5 tops. Okay. So that means 2 wins. We're going to go 2-2 in the last 4 games. All right. Okay. Let's see what Jack Hoy has to say. Jack Hoy says 13-4. I see us losing to the Colts since we're bad at stopping the run at home. All right. Jacob, what's going on, Jacob? Says, Cardinals fan till I die, no matter what. Win, lose, always a good day to be a Redbird fan. Well, that's same here as well, man. That's same here as well. And I'm pretty sure every 61% people in this count here, I'm pretty sure they're all Cardinals fans, win or lose. Martin, what's up, Martin? Says, we'll still go to the Super Bowl. All right. I like the confidence. Love it. Suns and Cards NRD 11 says 14-4. All right. Let's see what my guy Thomas has to say. 14-3. We'll finish strong, and I believe the Packers and Bucks will lose a couple more games, which will make us believe we'll make the NFC championship game. Most likely they'll lose. All right. King Savage says 13-4. So that's one game out of these 4 games we're going to lose. All right. Jacob, what's up, Jacob? He says, I don't care about the Super Bowl. Nature will take care of that. Just want to see my Redbird boys playing in the playoffs. 12-5. All right. Jacob doesn't care about the Super Bowl. Okay, that's fair. At this point, don't care about home field advantage. I don't blame you there, man. I don't blame you there at all. Clementine, 13-4. Probably we're definitely going to be in the playoffs because we're still in the top of the division, so I'm confident the Cardinals are going to go down without a fight. I agree. I would love this Arizona Cardinal team to at least go 3-1. At least go 3-1 in this stretch. And that'll put us at what? 13-4, right? Good. That's a good record. It's a very good record. Worst case scenario would be 0-4, but I don't know. Something's telling me 2-2. I don't know what it is. I don't know. 2-2 puts us at 12-5. It's not bad either. Do I think we're a playoff team? Yeah, I don't think that's changed. I think we're still a playoff team. This Arizona Cardinal team is still primed to be a playoff team, 100%. Leads me to my next question here. How can we still win the NFC West? So my question to you guys now is, do you want the NFC West? Do you not care? Do you just want to get into the playoffs? Are you just like, sheesh, I will take the wild card. I don't even care if we win the NFC West. Let me know in the comments. But here's my question. How can we win the NFC West? And I strongly believe that this Arizona Cardinal team needs to win at least 3 out of the 4 games in order for us to get that NFC West. The Rams are sniffing up our butts right now, ladies and gentlemen. The Rams are right there. 1 game behind us. They have a pretty tough stretch as well. Their schedule isn't easy either. Our schedule isn't that easy either. Some people might say the Lions and the Seahawks are gimmies. Nah, maybe the Lions, but the Seahawks always play us tough at home. Always play us tough. We miss at least like 6 field goals together. You just need to take care of business. That's it. How can we win the NFC West? Just take care of business. We need to at least get 3 out of the 4 games. And I think the Lions can be a win. I'm so conflicted between the Cowboys and the Colts. And it scares me because of the Colts is at home and they have Jonathan Taylor. That really scares me. I think we could take down the Cowboys. I don't have faith in their defense. I really don't. But I do think that's going to be a shootout. And the Seahawks are our toss-up. So the only game that really kind of puts me on a pause is going to be the Colts game. We have a guy, Jack Hoy, says, stop the run and we got it. It's easier said than done, man. Easier said than done. I think we did a really good job last game or, against Sony Michel, but let's be honest. Matthew Stafford carved us up. Carved us up. Our defense wasn't there. The pressure was mediocre. The defense was bad. I held like my chest up high. I held my head up high whenever I thought about our secondary, but we did not play very well. 54-yard bomb to Jefferson. Play action, obvious play actions, and Cooper Kupp and OBJ getting huge gains on a simple play action. Like, that's the kind of stuff that we can't allow. Now, I have confidence. We'll see the Rams in the playoffs. We just got to take care of business. Just got to take care of business. Do me a huge favor, guys. If you guys are just getting in here right now, we got 66 people in here right now. Do me a huge favor, smack that like button. Smack that like button. It helps the channel grow out tremendously. And this is your first time on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. Subscribe. We're on the road to 9K. I can't do it without you guys. Go ahead and smack the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. So, that's how we're going to win the NFC West. Simple, right? Win at least 3 out of the 4 games, last 4 games, and I think we'll be golden. I think we'll be golden. Now, obviously, if you guys are just getting in here right now, biggest news that dropped today, Deandre Hopkins, James Conner, both went through MRIs today. Deandre Hopkins for a leg injury, and James Conner with an ankle injury. We haven't heard any news on the MRIs. I'm only assuming it's going to come out maybe Wednesday or Thursday. But all we can do is put our prayers on, keep our fingers crossed, and hope nothing bad happened, because we can sure as heck use them in the Lions game at this point. Take it to the comments. Let's see what you guys have to say. What's up, Keenan? What's going on? He says, Kyler has only lost when he throws these picks. They just need to clean that up. I agree. Now, I don't think this loss was completely on Kyler. I really don't. I think this loss has to do with the whole team in general. We're seeing some crazy things, man. Some crazy things in this game. We just need to clean it up. 4 games to do it before the playoffs. 4 games to do it. Now, that's going to lead me to my next question. Now, I know Jacob doesn't care about it, but the number 1 seed. Who still wants the number 1 seed? Is it attainable, do you think, the number 1 seed still is for the Arizona Cardinals? Sometimes being the hunted, it's a lot harder than being the huntee. Let's take a look at the Bucks. Let's see what the Bucks play in the last 4 games. The Buccaneers have the Saints. They have the Panthers. 2 division teams, right? The Saints can probably give them heck. And then they got the Jets. That's probably an easy win for them. And then they got the Panthers. So I could only hope that the Panthers hold their own and give them heck at least 1 of the 2 times, and hope the Saints can give them heck. So they got 3 division games, the Bucks do. In the last 3 of the 4 games, the Bucks have 3 out of the 4 division games. Hey, that's pretty good. Those are teams that know them very, very well. And we'll see what happens. Let's take a look at the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers play the Ravens, the Browns, the Vikings, and then the Lions. The Lions, I feel like it's going to be a gimme game. The Vikings isn't going to be easy for them. It's a division game. They're going to be fighting for a playoff spot. They're going to come out guns blazing. Now, the Ravens, it just depends if Lamar Jackson's playing or not. We don't know if he's 100%. The Browns, I don't know what the Browns are. But I can see at least 1 loss there. I can see that. I can definitely see that. So Cardinals need to just focus on ourselves. Let's try to get the best we can possibly do here. 1 game at a time is all we can really preach. Is all we can really hope at this very moment. All we can really hope at this very moment. To me, number 1 seed, it was nice, but I felt like the expectation was just way too high. I thought it was cool. Having the best record of all the NFL. It felt nice. A breath of fresh air, right? Since 2015. It was cool to have it. But reality is hit. We got brought back down to earth, and now we're sharing the same record with 2 other teams in the NFC. It ain't so bad. It ain't so bad. Might be a blessing in disguise at this point. But as of right now, the Rams game is still pretty fresh to me. So I'm still getting a little PTSD on that game. Thomas, what's going on, Thomas? It's definitely attainable. Now, he's talking about the first seed. It's definitely attainable. I believe we have the easiest remaining schedule of the Packers and the Bucks. We still have we still have the first seed. This loss to the Rams ain't gonna change that. Oh, I like it. Love the confidence. All right. Love the confidence. We'll see. We'll see, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. This is going to be the test here, right? This is going to be the test for the Arizona Cardinals. What we were known for last year is the big meltdown. I don't want to see that again. I don't want to see that again. So far, 3-3 out of the last 6 games doesn't look so good. Doesn't give me that warmth feeling, but I'm just so glad that we started 7-0. We're a different team this year, but being 500 in the last 6 games doesn't give me the warm feeling inside at all. Not at all. What's up, Kiro? What's going on? Says this team is too young for that type of expectation. Well, I mean, 3 years in, right, to Kyler Murray. I mean, how young do you really need? I mean, like, how veteran do you really need? I mean, I guess that's my question for you, Kiro. Hopefully I'm not butchering your name. But this is year 3 of Kyler. Year 3. It's not year 2. It's not year 1. It's year 3. And I'm pretty sure you know that. When is the time to pounce? Because in my personal opinion, once we sign Kyler to his long-term deal and we start paying everybody, it's going to be a lot tougher to bring in the talent that we need to win. It's either going to be this year or next year. This year or next year. Obviously, we're all hoping this year is the year, but it's a tough task, man. We got a lot of tough teams here in the NFL. And if it was easy, we probably would have had a freaking Super Bowl. We don't. And I'm talking about Arizona. If you guys are trying to bring back St. Louis, if you guys are going to try to talk about the Chicago Cardinals, you guys weren't alive. I'm talking about Arizona Cardinals. We haven't won a Super Bowl. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's a tough task to ask, but I'm hoping our Arizona Cardinals are up for the challenge here. All right, let's get this here out of the way. I want to go ahead and just let you guys know that the NFC West Roundtable will be today. If you guys are asking right now, like if you're like looking at the top and you're like, what is he talking? Well, what is this question about, man? He's asking about God knows what. So we host a NFC West Roundtable every single week. We got a Cardinals guy, which is me, got a Rams guy, 49ers guy, and the Seahawks guy. If you guys are interested in coming to that, it's going to be right after this live stream. We're actually going to be going live on 7:10 p.m. Arizona time, and it's a very, very good watch. Let me tell you this right now. It's a very good watch. If you guys are excited, if you guys want to come through, it is in the description of this video. So just go to the description. There's a link on there that says NFC West Roundtable. Click on that, and you should be able to go ahead and put your timer on. But let me tell you right now, it's a very, very good watch. We have different perspectives throughout the NFC West, and honestly, being that we did lose this last game against the Rams, I could only assume there's going to be a lot of Rams fans in there. So I need the Red Sea in there. I need the backing. I need you guys to come through. If you guys have the time, please do so. All right. Let's keep on taking to the comments here. Let's do 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, and then we'll call this stream good. And then at 7:10 Arizona time, we will be going live on the NFC West Roundtable, but it's not going to be on my channel. There is a link under the description. It's going to be on my guys, CG Ruthless Sports, which is going to be our 49ers guys. So keep in mind, y'all. All right, let's keep on reading into the comments here. Rod Jober 2.0. Why does Kyler always throw 2 picks in primetime? Well, we've only had 2 primetime games. And yeah, 2 picks, no touchdowns, at least passing touchdowns. Yeah, it's not a good feeling. Definitely isn't a good feeling at all. Tony says, I got you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much. Bass, what's up, Bass? Says, I got your back. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Even if we can get just 10 out of the 55 people there, I would feel a lot more confident on this round table because I can only promise you that there's going to be so many Rams fans out there. Come through. The link is in the description, y'all. Xbox Fanatic says, Red Sea, light it up. There you go. Love it. Fernando, what's up? Fernando says, did you have to make a video? Laugh a lot. No, I didn't. We didn't do the bet. No, the bet, after the first time we won, we're so far into the season right now that no, I didn't have to make a video. Thank God. I was too darn sad, man. Yesterday was too sad of a freaking game for me to try to make a video about that. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Whoever's going to be there. Goal Line says he's going to be there. Let's go. Martin says, I can't believe DeAndre Hopkins got hurt. It's unfortunate. It's definitely unfortunate. Not Polo G. What's going on, man? He says, wish one season we be unstoppable like the 2019 Chiefs and 2015 Panthers. This organization is too inconsistent for that. You're speaking facts, man. Speaking facts. This season can still be that season. You know what I mean? We have 4 games left. 4 games left. This season can still very well be that season. I know it's a prayer. I get it. It's a Hail Mary that I'm asking for. I'm right there with you, man. Being a Cardinal fan is tough because the consistency isn't there. But when we're good, we're excited. It brings up the valley. It brings up everybody's excitement. But if we win out these next 4 games, which, hey, anything's freaking possible, we would be a 14-3 team. And that's pretty freaking darn good. Wasn't the Panthers that went to the NFC West the championship that beat us? Well, didn't they have 3 losses too? Oh, no, I'm sorry. They had 1 loss. Never mind. But we've seen teams from the wild card win the Super Bowl. The Giants beat Brady. That was exciting. But let me say this right now. This Arizona Cardinal team very well has an opportunity to win out. We got 4 games left. Yes, it's going to be tough. Are we up for the challenge? We'll just have to wait and see. 14-3 doesn't sound so bad. I get it. That's a Hail Mary. I know what I'm asking for. We just have to wait and see what happens. Silver Wolf, what's up, dude? He says, bring back Fitz. For the love of God, bring back Fitz. I think Fitzgerald is enjoying his not calling it retirement. I think he's enjoying it. I think he's enjoying it. We'll see, though. We'll see. ARG, what's going on, ARG? He's got some broken hearts, 3 of them. Yeah, it's sad times, man. It's sad times. Well, we just got to look forward to the Lions and kind of keep chugging along. That's all we can really do. Robert G, what's going on, Rice? Some people just don't know football. All right. Let's keep on reading to the comments here. Goal Line, what's going on, Goal Line? Says, sucks how the last 3 GMs, it has come down to the wire. Last 3 games, it has come down to the wire. We've had such bad injuries last year against San Francisco. Kyler was hurt and made him miss the Los Angeles Rams Week 17. This year, Green Bay Packers, DeAndre Hopkins, Kyler, and then last night, Connor and D-Hop. When we lose players, we lose some big-time key pieces. But like somebody said earlier in the stream, maybe we need this, man. Maybe that might be the motivation for this team to really step up. Because I honestly think that the Arizona Cardinals heard that Jalen Ramsey wasn't playing. The Arizona Cardinals heard that Tyler Higbee isn't playing, and they got too comfortable. They got way too relaxed. We need to come back to the 1-0 mentality. We need to come back to the 1-0 mentality. I think we can go 3-1 in these next 4 games. 4-0 is asking too much. It's asking for too much of a Hail Mary. I get it. But I think we can get this season. I think we can do a very good job ending this season here. Just like the poll I posted here a little earlier, we have most people saying that we're going to be a 13-4 team, which that's what I'm hoping for too, obviously. But even if we're a 12-5 team, hey, 12-5 isn't very bad at all. I doubt we're going to be a 14-3 team, that's for sure. 11-6, there's going to be blood in the water if that happens. I would be pissed. Kanto, what's up, Kanto? Says, Suns lost to LA, Cards lost to LA. I switched Monday night. Jeez. Oh, that's heartbreaking. He switched it over to Monday Night Raw. Sheesh. Unfortunately for me, I'm one of those people that kind of like misery. I kept watching. One of those people that likes misery, I guess, because I kept watching. We will see what happens, ladies and gentlemen, but that is how we are going to end our live stream, everybody. We're going to end our live stream here. If you forgot, the NFC West Roundtable, I keep pointing the right way, NFC West Roundtable is going to happen at 7:10 Arizona time today. That means in about 15 minutes, we're going to go live on my guy CG Ruthless Sports, and I need the Red Sea to be out there. If you want to come through, I highly recommend coming through. It is in the description of this video. If you click on it, it says NFC West Roundtable, and it's going to take you to a channel called CG Ruthless Sports. We will be going live on that. If you can't find it there, go to my community tab. It's on my community post. It has the sirens. It has the flame emojis. It says NFC West Roundtable. Come through. There's going to be fireworks. It's going to be very good conversations. Come through, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be an absolute fun thing to watch. Back me up because I know there's going to be a lot of Rams fans up in there. Come back me up if you have the time. If you don't, if you want to spend time with your family, that's cool. I respect that. But if you aren't doing anything, come through, ladies and gentlemen. But that's all I got here. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you guys. You guys are the real ones. All right, peace out. As always, go Cards.